you guys got started in the game, that's probably like one of the first questions they want to ask, because you know all of them are up and coming producers. So you know what I'm saying, y'all can briefly give us like, you know, detail how y'all got started in the game. You know what I mean?
With him, I used to take my stuff up to the Bay from Los Angeles, and I had to put it all in a van because there was so much stuff. Like I had a JD990, E4, a full Pro Tools setup. I used to bring the computer, the sequencer, the ASR, and you know, all in the rack.
You had the mobile studio before the mobile studio.
Yeah. And I used to get so tired of taking it up and back. I was like, man, one day I'm gonna be able to do this all on the laptop. And sure enough, I think I was one of the first people to really start producing all digital. I started out with Logic.
Okay.
And their first synthesizer was, I think, the ES1. That was their first. And man, I never looked back. I've been doing everything on Logic for like 10 years probably.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I don't touch a piece of hardware. I can't. Not to say there's nothing against the hardware. I made beats on the MPC and I love the stuff that I made, and I love the MPC but I just feel like if you know what you're doing, you can do it on a computer, and it's just so much easier and quicker.
That's right.
Although I would also say that sometimes you can have too many options, and it's tricky. You gotta draw the line between being a beat maker and a sound collector. Okay? You don't want to. You have every single plug-in and every single sound and every sample CD, and they got no beats.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not a good situation.
Right.
So you gotta have a balance.
Okay. That's what's up.
Bought a guitar last month. I ain't picked that bitch up yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to learn, but then I'd rather just have that bitch in the studio and call Joe Schmo and have him come play. You know what I'm saying? So
I think one of the things, especially being a hip hop producer, it's about the sound. It's about the sound of your drums. It's about the sound of the effects that you use, the bits and pieces that you use to make it. Especially in hip hop, that's one of the most important things. But then on the flip side, I think it never hurts you to learn more about music. It's like some people feel like if you learn how to play an instrument, it would destroy your production. and they think you'll become too technical and you'll become whack. And I don't believe that. I think it's like having a vocabulary as a rapper.
Yeah.
You know, if you have more vocabulary, you can describe more things. You just got to know when to use what thing, what word. And the same thing with production. You got to remember, okay, even if you learn how to play the guitar like Jimi Hendrix, that don't mean you put Jimi Hendrix in every track.
that was beautiful.
So yeah, I say learn as much as you can about music, but keep that balance between the music and the production and the sound. And don't let anything stop you. Just if you can't play a lick, there's plenty of musicians out there that can't produce. You know, and you guys can collaborate.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, it's all out there. It's all like if you really want to learn how to play, you just get online. You know what I'm saying? Really, they got go on YouTube. They got
or go to church.
Or go to church. Church. It's definitely out there.
All right. All right, give it up for Sweatbox. Alright, lit! Yeah! What's up? That's what's up. Yeah, alright.